Welcome to Rome, Vatican City.
This is Fiumicino Airport in Rome, Italy. Well, it's one of the busiest airports in Italy here, and from here is the gateway to the part of Rome. And I just flew from France, Paris specifically, and I will be flying out from this airport when I'm on the way out.
The story of Roman Empire is not complete without talking about Julius Caesar, Augustine Caesar, Claudio, and De Nero. It's important, and this is the beginning of technology.
Being in Rome is another world of experience. I flew in from Paris and I came to Rome and Italy. I took a bus to go to my hotel. Very unfortunately, I couldn't find somebody who would speak English and to give me a clue on where the bus stop to stop, because most of the writings are done in their language, in the Italian language. And riding the bus, I tried all I could. The traffic was horrific. I've never seen any kind of traffic like that before, except maybe in Lagos and some horrible place like Vatican. But however, it was like spending numbers of times in on the road. But eventually I missed the bus stop. And then they started to stay to the last bus and I make a U-turn with the bus stop. But eventually when I got to the last bus, which this is the last bus stop. And by the end of the day, we were dropped from the bus. We were told to wait for another one. And we will now be waiting for endless hours, thinking that another bus will soon come. But nothing has come yet. People are waiting here, but we don't know what to do with them. It's just a horrible experience. I don't know. Italy is no different from Kaduna. It's one of the ancient cities. They talk so loud, so loud, really loud. But I hope I'll get out of it.
The Roman Empire was founded by Augustine Caesar when he proclaimed himself as the emperor in Rome in 31 BC. Obviously, it was founded by settlers from different regions.
For quite some time, I've been driving through the Italian city and country, and I drove all the way from the Vatican City to via Marshall 5, and I will be taking a walk to Marshall 6. I see this is Marshall 5. Just highlight this is the bus I've been driving on. Of course, there's internet inside the bus. I would drive for nearly 1 hour and going around some places. It was fun, but really expensive. I pay like €8 to get onto this bus, and I'm likely going to pick another bus, which may likely take me to some other places. It's fun anyway, but we'll have a good time. This is experience in Rome, Vatican City, and Marshall 5, or you call it 5 Marshall, whatever you call it. It's a wonderful time. So happy watching me in Rome, Italy. I can't speak the language, but I do have a good time with them. But not as good as Canada.
The Roman Empire fell because of corruption, division, and invasion from the German. And the capital of the Italian Republic is Rome. Obviously, we have the Vatican City, which is a different country in Rome, and it's a country you don't really need a visa to go into. And it's a nice, beautiful place. the, um, the city. And when you move around, you drive around Italy, Rome, you will see a nice places and nice things. Now these are places you need to do. In 14 August 1943, Rome became the capital of the Italian Republic. Now, and is the largest urban city in Europe. At the time, it was one of the world power of the world. The Roman, Rome grew from pastoral settlement, from people who came from different villages, different cities, and all that surrounding village, and that's how the thing grew up and become a very big city. And for the fact, most of the people came from various hills and settlement, make that place very strong. And Rome remained one of the stronghold of paganism at that time, led by aristocrats and the senators. However, when Pope came over, things started changing. Church took over, things started changing, and in a different form. Pope was now the religious figurehead of the Roman Byzantine Roman Empire. But during the World War, Rome suffered damages. But do you know one thing? Is that during the war, Vatican City was not touched as such because they were afraid to harm the Pope, who was the head of the capital city. Now, this is the Colosseum. The Colosseum is where bitter fighting took place. The Italians and German troops, they fought there in the part of the Colosseum. But what is the Colosseum all about? It's a museum built and it was meant for gladiators, people fighting death. That's where they come to watch it. How did it stop? A Catholic nun was watching these people fighting, and he came in to stop the fight, and the people watching it stoned him to death. And there was kind of revelation attempt to stop the gladiators fight to death, because some of those fights are bloody fights. Sometimes they fight with they delight watching people fight to death and kill themselves. But then this non-Catholic nun came in to stop it, and the people watching stone him to death. And before you know, gradually it was stopped at the site.
Yeah, it's nice traveling with hop buses, and you see the city, you see where you go. I'm not a white guy. Yeah, it's hop buses.
Wonderful, beautiful places. And in the course of being in that land, you will discover the Vatican City. Very soon we'll go there, and you'll be interested to see what happened in Vatican City, because the Vatican City is not really a big place. But this is Rome, where we're watching right now, and it's the capital of the Italian. Beautiful city, good looking, well planned, a lot of visitors. It's an attraction center for most people in the world. But when you go to the Vatican City, see, do you see? It's not a big place, but then it's about 100 acres. Vatican City is the smallest country itself in the world, and it had independence, I think, in 1929. Yes, but you don't need a visa to enter there, but all in the center, a country in within a country. And obviously, the Vatican City, the Pope is the head. The Catholic Church is the head. It's dominating that area. They have police, they have all the things needed to make it a city of itself. But then, as we're watching this Rome city of Rome,
Actually, I just came out from the bus and I want to go to the Vatican City. I talked with some ladies over there. They work in Rome. They were so kind. The sisters, Catholic sisters, were so kind. So nice to see here. Just want to move down to the people who came all the way from different countries who came to the Vatican City in Rome. And right now I'm on my way. Just follow me as I go around, move around and see what's happening over in this place. Well, wow, it's nice being in this place, but then what a valley this is. What is this? Can you see this? Can you see this? Wow. Well, it's not bad to see what's happening. As I came over to the Vatican City, it's good to have an experience of what this city looked like. Now, if you've read about the Roman Empire, Julius Caesar, the world power of Scotland, and a lot of things happened in this place. So when I was hopping around and they were telling me about all the way about Julius Caesar, the world power, and Augustine and all that, all the philosophers and people that rise up from this place and great architectural designs we have here. It has been a good moment. Yes, this is on the way to the Vatican City. Happy. Join me and see the part of the story.
as we are leaving this museum,
Yeah, you see a lot of people. It's a museum. It's a museum, but you have to pay, get ticket inside before you can get inside. Well, not too important to see things that happen in museum 100, 200, 1,000 years ago. Well, I want to see things that are happening, new things, new age. And that's why I'm not going to get inside, because I have a lot of things to do. I want to go to, this is, we'll call it Castor Santigolo. But it's good to see this guy selling something. He's a black guy. You see the museum there? Castor Santigolo. What's the name of this museum?
Castel Sant'Angelo.
Castel Santiago. Thank you so much. Thank you. We'll have a seat. This person just dropped some money. And people from different countries and different nations are busy watching. I know you like to see what is happening. Well, I'm finding my way out of this place, and we have tourists coming from all the way from different nations to the city of Rome, the ancient city of Rome. Well, let's go to Vatican City and see what is it all about. You think it's fun? You see my luggage? This is all my luggage. And that's how I'm traveling around. It's all my luggage. And I'm pushing it everywhere. From here, just going around, I will be in joining my flight to go to Nigeria. Now, I think it's sunny here. Sure. I think I need to put my sunshade. A lot of people don't know what sunshade is meant for. Some people wear it in the church, inside the room, and they say it's for fashion. It's not for fashion. It's for sun. But that does not mean if you had an eye problem, you can wear sunshade inside a light room. Because you have eye problem, you will not go with light and it affects your eyes. Then you can wear sunshade in a very light place where they do welding work and all sort of things. But sunshade is not for God.
You can see people who came from different places. They are just tourists from different country to have their full time to see what it look like. They pay to see what is happening there. I'm not too interested anyway, but then when you see some of these things on televisions, you see a lot of crowd and thousands of people on this place, especially when the Pope or when the Catholic is doing something. This place is filled with people, uncountable people, standing up. Of course, facing the cathedral or this Vatican City, which you can see ahead of you. The church, the Catholic Church. Now, for your information about the Vatican City, it's about 1,000 residents people living in that city. No one was actually born there. Yeah. Because most of the people came from different places and they are there as a means of service to God, or they are working as a priest, and people who are doing one service to the other. So the Vatican City is basically dominated by the Catholic, the nuns, and the people that has to do with the Catholic Church. It's a holy place. That's the best way we can describe it. Now the question you may want to ask, are there marriages there? Well, if the people who are the sisters there and the priest there, the nuns there, they don't marry, so maybe many of the people there as non-married, and there's nobody is born there, so you can say this one is born there. But anyway, people can be drafted from different places to come to the Vatican City and stay there. That's why we say we have about 1,000 people living there, and it's a country of itself. It's a permanent seat of Pope. The Vatican is one of the holy city for the Catholic people. The Vatican also is located at the heart of the heart of Rome, which is Italy. Of course, the Roman Catholic Church headquarters is the Vatican City, a city-state bounded by Rome, Italy. Like I said, it is the seat of Pope. It was seen and what visiting. It's governed by monarchs, which is the Pope being the head of the states. The scene of people trying to go inside. That is it. Well, I did show you about the Colosseum. The Colosseum is a site that the gladiators, many things that happened there. And that structure has been there for many years. Many years.
Well, this is part of it. And
This is an entrance to the Vatican City, the in and out entrance. So you go to the city where people live, where people stay, where business has been transacted, shops and everything, people sell things. So, and people actually live there. Even though we can't see, most of those people you see red are visitors coming to the Vatican City to see what is happening there, just to come and feel the presence of the holy site. That's it. Well, this is the Catholic Church, the headquarters, where Pope presides over the people of Catholic. It's a wonderful sight anyway, but if you've not been there, at least try one to make yourself available at the Vatican City, precisely in Rome. Now, Rome has been an ancient time of great civilizations. They speak Italian language. Yeah, they speak Italian language. But their knowledge has actually started there. Great institutions, the core of Western civilization, technologies, culture, institutions, powerful domains have actually arisen out of that place when the Augustus Caesars, Caligula, Nero, and all that was in charge. But the fall of Roman Empire was really a different thing. We can see their police. There is a kind of police they have there. Their police is quite different from the Roman police. That their government is quite different, but then it's all in the land of Italy. Very neat, well maintained, well kept. They make their money from donations and free will offerings and the giving of the people. Because this Vatican City is sustained itself. It's very rich because from there they might administer the whole world. Donations come there in a lot to sustain the Vatican City and the Catholic Church at large. Now, this is the open roof. Though it can be covered in case of rain, buses we hove in and out, going around, driving around the city to visit places. Now, these are places we just gone through, the waterfall, and just to see how Rome looked like. Now, when you look at this, for example, if you go to Rome, you will not find it difficult to trace your way any longer because you've seen some part of it on this video shot. Yeah, it's all about the Rome, Italy. Obviously, if you are planning to visit Rome, don't forget at least visit the Vatican City. And the easiest way or the cheapest way to go around when you travel overseas and you want to sightsee things is to get into this open roof or hop in and hop, or you can come down, go around, then come back again. In the next 15 minutes, the other vehicle will be available to jump into. So long you are with your ticket, you can always enter and continue your journey. But like when I visit here, I have my luggage because from there I'll be going to the airport. So I have to go everywhere with my luggage and make sure everything go well with me. Do I have a good time? I have time to see places. And this site will saw, beautiful structures. Now, one of the things I wanted to let you know is that the architectural designs of the Italians, they are very powerful. I think they are the best architectural architecturists we have in the world. Ancient people who build structures that can last thousands of years or hundreds of years. And over the world, you see, their names are being given, in different form to show how powerful their designer was and how great their science and technology has been of a great help to the people of this generation. And over the Western world, in Europe, America, Canada, obviously you will hear about their design and their work, their creativity. They are highly industrial anyway. Of course, you know that Rome was founded in the year 625 before Christ in the area of Italy known as the Etruscans and Lithuanians.
We're coming on the way. This is Italian train, and it's basically to pick passengers. We're coming on the way to take a train station to Roman city, and this is Flanacilo Airport.
Take note of some important things like notice what you see and read all the signs to know the terminal you are going. Be sure of the gate where you will board your flight.
When you are at the airport, you must know exactly where you are going. Now, be sure to take proper cognizance of all the signs that are you see behind you.
When you are at the airport, you must know exactly where you are going. Now, be sure to take proper cognizance of all the signs that you see behind you. You hear a whistle, the party. Behind the other side you could see to Terminal 1. Then you could see right behind me is their seat where you go to your park and go to where you could go. And here behind me to see a walking way. Behind you see the board. You see the instruction on the billboard to get your flight and to locate where you are going. Now, like here behind me, where you can see is the Terminal 1. Now, but I'm going to Terminal 3. You see it written behind Terminal 3. So I have to take my direction and go my way. Oh yeah, let's go. Now, but one of the things people do, they make mistake because they don't know where to go and where not to go. Now, when you are coming to places like this, so you can choose to walk on the floor or you choose to walk by the help. Now, you take time to walk and so that you don't fall on the ground and don't injure yourself. this is faster and less energy is being wasted on trying to help yourself to walk. But look, the trolley or the conveyor belt comes, they me with my steps so that I can walk perfectly without slipping off and without falling on the floor. Now, you see, I'm going to departure because I'm flying from Rome to Addis Ababa, and that is why I'm here at the departure at Rome, the Fiumicino airport. You see the pattern? So then you depart, you have to look at the sign and know exactly what you are doing. Read all the sign, and behind me you look at the billboard to know exactly where you're going. But then, what am I going? I have to go this way for my departure. Let's go. Go down for my departure. Yes, this is conveyor belt. No way, it's the lift. Take me down. The other side take people up, while this one take people down. Well, this is where
See what we should do more. This is Addis Ababa. Oh, where? I don't know where this is. Where is this? Yeah, we just arrived at Addis Ababa. It was a smooth flight. We enjoyed the whole thing. But here in the Addis Ababa airport, well, things are just as it is. We're trying to fix up things, get the best, so that we can wait for the connecting flight from here to Abuja Airport, Nigeria. In all, staying around in Addis Ababa airport was a good time. But here we are, Abuja airport, with those who came to receive me from at the airport.